Hello, passionate developers. Now, have you ever started a project and got stuck in midway and you're not able to progress? And what you did was you just abandoned it. Well, you might have felt overwhelmed doing that project in the first place, or you might have got stuck in a problem which you could never solve, or you couldn't see any progress that you were making and you feel that this project is waste of time. Well, these are some of the common problems most people face when they are doing a project. But the root cause of these problems would have happened even before you would have started the project. Now, there are five such mistakes that you could do even before you start the project that would cause you to feel these feelings of overwhelm, stuck, or not making any progress, which would lead you to abandon this project. Now, the first mistake that most people do is that they don't have any learning goals. Now, this is one of the cardinal mistakes most new developers do make around it. Even in the book Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey talks about that one of the foundational habit is to begin with an end in mind. Now, if you don't have any learning goal, you don't know why you are doing the project. You might have an hazy idea that you want it on your resume, which would help you in getting a job, but you also need to know what you're going to extract out of the project. What are you going to learn? What are the things that you are exploring? And what are the things that you will be able to implement in that particular project? The second aspect that you would have done is instead of doing any kind of background work, you would have read a blog or seen a video, you would have just jumped straight right in. The thing is, you have not broken down the project into smaller chunks. Now, in a corporate environment, what we do is we do create stories or features, or we break the task down so that we know what is a small piece of progress that we are making. That way, we can track our progress, and that would give us a visual feedback whether we are progressing or we are stuck at a certain space point of time. The third mistake that people do is that they take a very complex project. The thing is, you don't have that experience to determine whether the project is complex or simple. So it is actually not your mistake. It's just that you read a blog or you would have seen a video and you feel that you can do it and you pick it up. But the thing is, only an expert can help you tell whether the project is complex or simple. But what you do is you have taken the project and you started coding on it, and you suddenly find, oh, there are so many things to do, and it's never ending. It feels like it will not take maybe 3 months or 4 months or 6 months to do this kind of a project. Well, yes, that is the scope of work you have taken up. The thing is, if you go into a job, what happens is you're not alone doing a project. You have other developers with you. You have project managers who does the project management for you. You have designers or solution designers who will help you say that this is how the design looks like and this is the things that you need to write code for. And you even have testers who will test your code for you. So what happens is you are in a very supportive environment where there are a lot of people helping you out to make the project successful. But what you're doing right now is you're doing everything alone. You don't have any support in all of this. And then that's where once you get stuck, you just don't know where to go from here. Now, the fourth mistake that you would do is that you would use a very outdated technology stack, or the other way around. You might use a very cutting edge technology, which is just new, just released, or even it is in beta version. Now, outdated technology, you know the problem. People will not consider it as a valid project, and they will not consider the experience you have gained from that project. But for a new and cutting edge technology, what the problem is? The problem is that not many people would have done it. Just imagine, you're just learning the tricks of the trade, and when you're learning the tricks of the trade, you're trying to solve something in a new technology stack which you don't have any experience in, and which not many people in the world have experience in. So you might get into problems that you cannot overcome it because nobody else has solved that problem, and then you just go round and round and you feel it's too hard for you, and you might at the end of the day just leave it or just abandon it. And that is the problem that a lot of people face on that front. The last bit that I briefly touched upon is about doing the project without a mentor. Now, if you don't have a mentor or a guide, you don't have anybody to tell you whether this project is complex, whether this project is simple, whether from where you are or at the position at where you are, whether you'll be able to do it, or it's too much of a stretch, or it's a little stretch, or if you're going on the right path, if you've done the right solutioning, or even if whether you are making any progress and so on. So there are a lot of questions out there when you're doing a project that your mentor can help you. But the problem is you wouldn't have taken the time to reach out to any mentor asking for guidance on all of these things. Now, what that has meant is that you're doing all on your own. And the loss here is not that you abandon the project. The loss here is that you are will not be able to take away the learnings that you thought you will gain from doing this project. You'll not be able to showcase it on your resume, and it potentially affects the job that you get, and even the kind of work that you get. So the consequences are really bad in terms of when you embark on such certain kind of projects. What some of the people do is that, you know what, the projects are difficult, I cannot really do it, and they just default down to maybe, solve some of the easier problems out there, which doesn't benefit anyone, doesn't benefit the person who is doing it. Yes, they see some incremental progress, but in the grand scheme of things, that's very minimal from what they could have achieved if they would have done the project. Now here's the thing, I have seen this problem happening to a lot of people. So I'm running a free workshop where I teach you a specific framework that will help you overcome this problem on your own. So if you're interested in it, DM me and I will send you the details around it. If you feel that somebody else will benefit from this workshop, please let them know so that they can DM me and I will provide them the details so that they can join this free workshop and get the benefits that they are looking for. Thank you. Bye.